What's up, everybody? Super Jamario coming at you guys with a quick shot video. For the Nintendo Gamecube controller, I finally got one. Hooray, right? After my experience yesterday evening with Gamestop, they tried to sell me a silver generic Nintendo Gamecube controller. So, did some perusing, actually online. Considered eBay, considered Amazon. I'm looking at their prices. I'm like, well, me growing up, our parents didn't have the money to buy things brand new outright. So what they did was they would take us to the pawn shop. Especially me. My father would take me to the pawn shop. And again, you may have to go out of your way a bit, but you may actually find yourself with a pretty decent deal. And this one was a very good deal. You guys already know the prices of how much these controllers are going for online. Not even going to bore you with that, but this one here, this one cost all of about 25 bucks. Yes, 25 bucks. And I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see that it's in very good shape. The sticks are tight. I'm happy with that. And the place that I went to pick this up is called Gamerz Paradise. Yes, Gamerz Paradise. Must be some. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that just came right off. But yes, Gamerz Paradise, and these fellas, they pretty much sell all types of retro, classic, modern accessories, action figures, you name it. These guys have it. Actually, that's where I bought Lunar the Silver Star Story for the second time for the original first PlayStation 1. It actually came with the box. It came with the cloth map. It came with the original box with the 2-disc set. But those guys are awesome. Brand new games. You want SNES games, NES games still in the box. They have it. Awesome place. But that's beside. But other than that, yeah. We're just gonna take a quick look. We're gonna take a quick look with you guys. I just got home, and yeah, man, we're just pretty much gonna go over this baby. And this is unfortunately what that GameStop employee that claimed to said they had this type of controller in silver. When I went there to GameStop, now what they had was the button layout was the same, of course, but no Nintendo GameCube was across here. There was no start or pause at the indentation of the start and pause here. There was none of that. No Nintendo GameCube. And on the back here, there was nothing on the back. Usually in what's here, you have Nintendo here. Then you have the Nintendo GameCube controller, made in China, of course. And then you have the model and serial down below here, and the tri-wing screws, of course. Nintendo's infamous tri-wing screws. So, well, that's pretty much it. After my search, after a few days, the results are in, and it was a success. Even though there was a few detours, there was a few setbacks. All in all, I'm very happy with the outcome. Again, these guys, my man, he was on it. He had a GameCube sitting out, and he already had Smash Brothers Melee already ready. TV hooked up. He's like, hey, man, check the controller out. You let me know what you think. Now, I was like, man, that dude was already on it. He already knew, right? So I tried it out for about a few minutes. Everything filled tight. D-pad's good. Start button works. C-stick, analog, everything. A, B, Y, Z. The Z button. Z button's good. L, R. Well, L here and R there. Sorry. But everything is good. Now, there's a few blemishes here and there, which, of course, actually some of this might actually wipe off. But besides that, this is a very solid, good controller for 25 bucks. He had this one, the Platinum, and he had a black one. So I was like, okay, man, should I get them both just in case, But I decided, I'll go with this one for now. And so I'll try to get the this Generico, El Generico. Still have it disassembled. I was gonna I'm gonna work with it. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'll get this back together, guys. I will. Trust and believe. So it'll be a secondary controller in case this one, God forbid, something happens to this one. But hopefully, I should have a few others in stock until that time, before that happens. But anyway, it's just something to get me by. But with that being said, you know, considering the prices of what they go for online and what I ended up with, guys, if you have any pawn shops, if you have any brick or mortar stores, mom and pop shops that sell old uh, retro, please take advantage of these resources because these guys, I mean, they pretty much go above and beyond. I swear, if GameStop had that type of service, if they provide that type of service for their customers, I'm telling you, man, the experience would be so much better. I went to GameStop, the past two GameStops I went to the past 2 days, those places look like merchandise stores. All they're selling is t-shirts, mugs, action figures. I mean, a whole bunch of swag and stuff that's what good. I mean, what about the games? What about the clientele? What about what about the clerks that are actually, somewhat knowledgeable? I mean, all they're trying to do is push you the latest thing, sell you a membership, get you a subscription to fucking excuse my language, get you a subscription to Game Informer, and then send you out the door. It seems like the less knowledgeable you are about games, the more they'll try to take advantage of you. And honestly, looking back, that's what it felt like. You know, I could have. I mean, I didn't want to stay too long on the phone because, being I was at work at the time. I mean, I just asked him some basic questions. Do you have any original OEM factory Nintendo GameCube controllers? The person said yes. They had one in stock. That's what they said. And I get there, travel all that time, an hour and a half getting there, and much longer getting back due to traffic, and I get stuck with El Generico, and I'm like, come on now. And all he can say is, "Oh well, I'll let my manager know, and we'll see to it that it gets taken out of the system." Thanks, guy. I can't do nothing with that. I couldn't do nothing with what you had on the counter. But anyway, well, this story has a happy ending. Sorry to bore you guys with the non-essential details and all, but again, I'm just saying, like this place, Gamers Paradise, that was a spot. I mean, they had all types of games. I mean, all kinds of games I used to have or had to get again. Morrowind, for example. Tales of Symphonia. Shoot. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I mean, oh my God. I mean, they had, so much. GameCube, PlayStation. They had the whole gambit. No lie. Genesis, Sega, Saturn. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, take a look, see what's in your area. And yeah, guys, keep, hit up these pawn shops. A lot of times, like, it was almost funny. Like, the prices that they're going for, these controllers are going for, on eBay especially, them sellers, you could, like, some of the pawn shops, there was one pawn shop, they were selling one GameCube controller, all the connection inputs for the audio and video on power cord, and the console itself for $60. And you get a controller with it. Now, granted, that's up for debate. I mean, if you get there, they really don't know what type of controller is going to be, and I won't know unless I go up there and put eyes on it. So that's another thing. But again, it's best to take advantage of all the resources or all the outlets that you have available to you within your reach, because sometimes online, you have convenience. You kind of technically know what you're getting, but at the same time, you may pay more. Some people may try to hit you with the shipping or have the buyer eat the cost with shipping. And, they figure because the rarity or, they pretty much calculate, how accessible does the average buyer have to this item. Okay. Well, not so much. So, that they try to calculate and that into their price. And, where I went today, those guys were knowledgeable. They were on it. They were on point, and they took good care of me. And I greatly appreciate that. And I want to give a shout out to Gamers Paradise. If you guys happen to see this, thank you. And I would definitely be going back there again for all, if any, of most of my retro gaming needs and purchases. So I'm just going to end the video here. Super Jamario signing out, or I go by PK Radiance as well. Have a good day, and, Radiance is bliss. Peace.